So this is my anniversary album that I put up a picture on the Paper Phenomenon Ning site, and this is an inside look to it. I made it last year for my anniversary. We went to Niagara Falls for a couple of days and it was beautiful. The album is about 8.5 inches long and 5.5 wide. This is a Prima flower, but the rest on here is from the dollar store. This is a sticker, and this is cut out from my Cricut, and I bound it using the Bind It All. And this is one of the very first albums that I learned to make from Kathy, where she always does her half mat, and I'll show you that. But first, these are those chipboard pages that you get from those dollar spot chipboard albums from Michaels. And I put pictures on both sides and cut them out with my X-Acto knife to make it into the top note shape that it is. And here's the half mat, and it's that pocket that she teaches us how to make. I just made it, I think, a little bit bigger than what her initial tutorial was, and then I just added a mat to it just to put my pictures on there. And on this side, it's exactly what Kathy's been talking about, what needing more reinforcement for our paper punching or border punching. They take a little bit of a beating, so I'm okay with it. It's vintage, right? Isn't that what we're all into? And that's my little pocket, and I made some tags with my Cricut, but I didn't embellish them. I just left them plain because it was double-sided paper, just for decoration. I normally buy journaling spots, and I mount my pictures to the back of them, and I just write about whatever it is that was going on. This is actually something that was in our hotel room on the table, something about water and what they wash their sheets with. But my brain said, wow, it's a free journaling spot. This picture is actually stuck to the back of that page. This is an acetate overlay that I just punched some holes through. I'm sorry about the glare from my light. This is what I love to do when I have a lot of pictures that are similar or they look boring to people, so I make them more interesting by cutting them into small squares and making like a film strip type thing. So this way it looks more like, oh wow, look at that, so neat. I really don't know if people are looking at the pictures or if they just think it's so cool that it, you know, folds out. This picture is actually glued down here, and this is my I love it. It's my big version, I call it, of Elsa from Just a Few Designs. Her little page tutorial where she cuts the 1/2 inch, folds them into each other, and makes your binding that much stronger. And then with the remainder portion, I turned it into a pocket, which houses my pictures. This one I just put back to back and then use some corner punches to give it a little bit more decoration. This one actually has a journaling spot on the back. Again, another journaling spot. 2 pictures back to back. And these ones, my pictures are actually mounted. You can't take them out, but I put them on an angle so it looks like they were sitting in the pit, but they're not. On this side, this is a, I want to say it's a Monica Scrap Saturday thing, if I'm allowed to. I love using my pictures as pockets. So I'll use red tape, red sticky tape, make sure that it's in there solid, and I actually put my pictures at the back of these pages and turn them into pockets. Again, the back of these are just more journal spots, and this picture is actually glued down to the page, but the pocket is so much fun, and it's actually a photo that I took. On this side, again, there's Elsa's page. I love it. I use it all the time. It's so good. You, out of one 12 by 12, you get 2 pages. Brilliant. Love her binding thing. This was a restaurant that we went to lunch for. We laughed our heads off. We spent like $80 eating lunch. To us, that's a lot. We have 2 small kids. $80 is a lot of money. And once we left this macaroni place, across the street was a Subway, and that's where we really wanted to eat. But we were so, I don't know, in La La Land, we didn't pay attention. Anyhow, maybe it's only funny to us, but I don't know. $80 for lunch? Geez, let me tell you, I asked for a doggy bag and a half. This flower I cut out with my Cricut, with the same matching paper that I've been using for my tags. That's just a little metal embellishment. Again, another flower from my Cricut on top of a prima flower. There's my little pocket with my picture that I took to hold more of the 500 pictures that we took on that day. I think we took 106 more journaling on the back of that. And again, just the same thing, the mat. Oh, that's right. The mat, I used an embossing folder. I think it's a Tim Holtz one, I'm not too sure. Maybe it's not, but I love it. It's the handwriting one. And then I used my walnut distress ink on top of it. And I just love the way it looks, and it's just plain cardstock. This one I just matted the picture, didn't do anything fancy except for give it a little pop of pink because we were getting into the red zone. And I stole this from the hotel. It's actually the do not disturb sign, but I already had ideas in my head. It's so weird. Everything I look at, the paper, the pads, the pens, the envelopes, I took everything, including the door hanging thing. And this is where I put it kind of like a prelude to the photos that I had mentioned on my blog. You know, the ones I took for me and my hubby, not for everyone else, but it's a fun page, but I won't be showing you that. This is the view from our window, and like I told you, I stole the envelopes and I didn't cover it with pattern paper. I actually wanted to see where we stayed and the name of everything, so I left it like that, and I filled it up with tags. I kept our restaurant cards and I think our hotel keys in one of these pockets. And it just opens up like that. And I just cut the same photo over and over. And that was a lot of fun. And again, a mat, another one of those square cutout pictures. I just added it to the flap, a little bit more interest on that side. Plus I can add more photos. This is some vellum, and I used my border punch on there and my corner one, and I love the way that it turned out. I love that it's just so, I don't know, dainty, lacy-like. It turned out really nice. Again, I tucked in another tag back there, but it doesn't have anything on it. It's just for decorative purposes. I added some dollar store bling to that. Here's another one of those chipboard pages that I have a quadrillion of, and yes, that word will be in the dictionary by the end of this tutorial. Yes, I have a quadrillion of these chipboard pages for the quadrillion amount of chipboard albums that I bought from the dollar spot at Michael's that I never use. And so I love to just stick them in there and glue pictures on each side. Here's another one of those Elsa pages, but I did not turn this one into a pocket. It's just a straight fold. And here I added a brad and made my bottom pictures rotate out. Here I did some old-fashioned scrapbooking where I just cut out with my scissors, freestyle, our desserts that we had that night. Again, another one of Elsa's fabulous pages. And I hope that you can see this sunset, and I can only tell you, you have to go to this place. It's the Watermark restaurant on top of the Hilton, and the morning after our anniversary night we went to have breakfast and the sun was rising. I think it was 6, maybe 7 in the morning. These photos don't do it justice, but how I felt and what I saw was absolutely amazing. So this is the Canadian Falls, and the restaurant is all glass, all window, all around. It doesn't rotate or anything like that. It's a stationary restaurant, but you get to see the falls while you're having breakfast, and it is just amazing. It's the picture that I have that is attached to my YouTube channel, where you see the sun in my face, and it's just breathtaking. We loved it. It was beautiful. And again, I made this one go a little bit different, all the way up to the top. And again, another mat with our breakfast photos. I'll just leave that one out. And then another vellum sheet. I used some metal corners to weight it down so that it wouldn't be loose and flappy. It actually holds it in place. And that would be my last photo. And the back of this album is plain. And so I used some eyelets to tie it down, because my albums always get chunky. I try not to, but they do. And I love this book. It's my favorite color. It has my favorite person in it. And it was a very, very, very special day for us. And this is what scrapbooking is all about. It's about making it yours, making it remind you of something, even if it's something sad. This so happens to be something lovey-dovey and wonderful, but it's the emotion behind scrapbooking. It's the time that I took to make this book. It sits on my shelf here now that I have my scrapbooking room, but up until then it was in my bedroom on my dresser, so that I could look at it whenever I wanted to, or even just before bed. Sometimes, you know, your day is hectic, you miss each other, or life just gets in the way. 2 kids, a full-time job, you know, family, friends. This is my book of love, as I called it, so I hope that this inspires you to make your own book of love. And there was no kitty pictures in here, no choo-choo trains, no primary colors. So this is my grown-up book. And I will also want to say thank you to all the PETA babes. If you're watching this, or if you get to see this at some point, I want to say thank you so much for all your beautiful comments. I have to tell you, it's made my heart explode with love. I love it, and I love all your work that I see, every single one of you. I'm constantly looking at all the galleries, and just beautiful. I am humble to be with you guys. You guys are amazing, and keep sharing your work, keep sharing your love, and I'll see you guys on Saturday with Kathy on Ustream, because I can't wait to make that basket. So have a great night, guys, and thank you so much.